Oh, no, you don't. We all want a hand in this. Bring him out.
Just as you say, partner.
Get over there. We'll get them down together. Ready? Aim.
That should convince you I'm not Zorro.
We're convinced, all right, Jeff. I reckon we got riled up over some bad rumors.
Yeah, that's what comes from taking the law into your own hands. Now clear out of here.
If you were really interested, you might go after the ringleader of that mob.
I know what I've got to do.
Then start with these.
When I saw trouble brewing, I sent Pancho in Zorro.
And not a minute too soon, either. I hope he got back all right.
He did. I passed him on the way.
That's 2 games up on you, Stockton. Hello, Kate. How are you, Jeff? Mighty glad to see you.
Howdy, man. Guess I'm lucky to be here.
Mobs, masked riders, shootings and killings. Won't ever be any peace around here.
There would be if we could only get some honest citizens into those county offices.
Elections don't come up for a couple of years yet.
Suppose we could prove the last elections weren't legal.
That'd do it. But there ain't no reason to believe that.
Maybe not. But most of the eligible voters were in the Army at the time Judge Hyde and the others were elected. And they still polled a lot of votes.
Exactly. A check on the registration records might show that some of those voters didn't even live in this county.
Do you think for a minute that the judge will let you see those records?
If he refuses, it'll prove the records are crooked, and I'll act accordingly.
Why do you want the registration records of 1862?
I'm searching for some witnesses in litigation who were supposed to be in this county that year.
Oh, I see. Well, you can't take the records out of the building.
Well, I'll look at them here.
Well, I suppose I can find a way. I'm afraid you'll have to come back tomorrow.
Well, why not now?
Well, it's too late. The vault's closed and the registrar of the records has gone home for the day. I hope you won't mind coming back in the morning.
I'll be here.
Why did you tell him to come back in the morning? He isn't looking for the names of any witnesses. There's enough in that registration to send us to jail for the rest of our lives. And that's what he's after.
I didn't think of that.
Well, the boss did. He wants those books destroyed tonight.
That'll arouse suspicion.
Not if all county records were accidentally destroyed by fire. The chief wants Boyd to...
Drop that!
This is the record they tried to destroy.
I hope this proved your suspicion about the election.
Does it? Look here. Lester Armstrong. Well, he was dead at least 10 years before this registration date. Sam Briggs moved out of the county in 55. Jim Burnside called to the colors in 61. Why, there's enough evidence of fraud here to convince the governor he must take immediate action.
I saw the sheriff and his men from the lookout. They're heading this way pronto.
I'm pretty sure they're after this book.
Well, why don't I take it to the governor? I can catch the Capital City stage at Meade's Crossing.
That's a good idea. I'll stall the sheriff long enough to let you get on the stage, and I'll meet you in Capital City later. Pancho, you drive her in the buckboard.
I've got a search warrant for some county records that disappeared last night.
Well, why, look here, Sheriff.
They happen to be the records that you were interested in yesterday. It's possible that you borrowed them.
Perhaps you'd better find the evidence, Sheriff, before you make any accusations.
I'll try my best to oblige you. All right, men, let's get started. I reckon you're in the clear.
Well, sorry to disappoint you, Sheriff. And I sure do hope you recover those records.
Don't worry. Whoever stole them won't get out of the county. We've got every road and trail blocked.
Everything's fine. Senor indicates she caught the stage.
But from what the sheriff said about having all roads blocked, that stage is sure to be stopped and searched. Looks like another job for Zorro.
Si, senor.
Saddle Ray while I change clothes. Are you ready, Pancho?
Si, senor Zorro.
County inspection, Clark. Step down. What are you carrying?
Just that load of explosives from Tonopah Mines from one pasture.
Mind stepping out while we inspect the coach?
I certainly would.
In that case, I'll have to help you. It's Zorro.
No sign of the election records. The stagecoach and everything in it were burned to ashes.
We've got to assume that those records weren't in the stagecoach and that Zorro still has them. If those records ever reach the governor, you, Moody, I, as well as every office holder in the county, will go to jail for a long, long time.
Looks like you're in a bad fix.
Yeah, you too. Don't forget you and your men have made a lot of money working with us. And you're wanted everywhere, except in Fox County. Now, the chief wants Zorro taken care of.
Well, so do I, but...
Kate Wells ought to know who he is, and you've got to make a tell. Now then, we'll get Ma Andrews and send her to the post office.
That's all, Mr. Daniel. Oh, and don't forget to stamp the registered letters.
You can depend upon me, Kate. Seems like all I do lately is act as postmaster for Kate while she goes gallivanting around. Oh, I don't mind usually, but that fool woman, Ma Andrews, waited until after the stage was gone and then wanted to mail a letter.
Well, it's to her son in Capital City, and he has to have it tomorrow. She may lose her home.
Oh, that would be too bad.
Well, Ma up and cried all over the place until Kate promised that she would ride out and put the letter on the stage. So I'm postmaster again.
Well, it won't be for long. I'll ride out with you.
Fine.
Give me a cigar. Strong one.
Hey, Jeff. Judge Hyde wants to see you about those election records.
Have they been found?
Nope.
And I'm not interested.
Wait. The judge wants to see you, and he's going to see you.
Where's your warrant?
Go on, Jeff. You might get into trouble. I'll see you when I come back.
All right, come on.
So you see, we've got to catch Zorro before we can get those stolen records back.
I'm not too sure those records were stolen.
They were stolen, all right.
That could be. However, it might have been a deliberate act to keep me from examining them.
You be careful, young man, or I'll jail you for contempt of court.
Go ahead. The governor would be mighty curious about another trumped-up charge against me.
Oh, you're excited. I don't want to be hard on you.
Sure. Soft-hearted Judge Hyde. the people's friend.
Get him out of here.
Good morning, Senorita.
Good morning, Pancho. My horse has a loose shoe. Can you fix it?
Oh, I look, will you? Oh, but of course. The shoe she is broken.
Oh, and I've got to meet Doc's post-stage.
Oh.
Listen, may I use your horse?
Oh, but of course. And I'll put a new shoe on him. And by the time you get back, he'll be all ready for you.
Oh, thanks, Pancho.
Come.
Here she comes. Just a minute, miss. You won't get hurt if you're reasonable.
Reasonable.
Sure. All we want is for you to tell us who Zorro is.
Is that all? And suppose I don't?
You're a smart girl. Figure it out. Who's Zorro? Don't make it tough on yourself.
All right. He's, Judge Hyde.
Judge Hyde, huh? I happen to know that he can't even sit on a horse. So that's the way you want it, huh? Tie her hands. We'll take her over to the old BBF ranch and work her over. Wasn't very smart. Now we're short a horse. You could start walking. Get going.
Now, he's all ready for the senorita when she comes back.
Let me know when she gets here.
My horse.
The senorita. She must have been thrown.
Oh, but no, senor. The horse is very gentle. Besides, Senorita Kate is a good rider.
That's right. Why, it's her pin. BBF. Well, that must be the old Britain ranch. Saddle a ray, quick.
Your last chance to keep from getting hurt. Who is Zorro? You'll talk sooner or later if you live. Might as well make it easy on yourself. All right, if that's the way you want it. Hurry up, Ted! Get that bucket off there. chance to tell us who Zorro is, or we'll leave you down there. Be smart. You don't need to be so stubborn. All right, down you go.
Stand back.
Zorro,
Get over there. Throw those guns away. Stand back.
Zorro,
Get over there. Throw those guns away.
The governor wants me to send him a detailed report on all the robberies and shootings that have been going on around here since I got back.
Now we're getting someplace. That's a good idea.
What's good about it? As long as the men who are running things in Box County stay in office, the bandits will have it all their own way.
Not if the Rangers come.
Rangers?
What do you mean?
Well, if my report justifies it, the governor will appoint state rangers to patrol this county and try all criminals they catch in the state courts.
Oh, splendid, Jeff. Well, I'll come out to your place tonight and help you with your report.
Good. We may have an unpleasant surprise for Judge Hyde and his men. See you later.
What's up, Judge?
Enough to hang us if we make one wrong move. Jeff Stewart is writing a report to the governor tonight, which may form the basis for organizing a state ranger service.
We've got to get him before he can write a line.
Oh, no. Let him finish his report first, then grab it. It'll probably tell us who Zorro is. And that's what we want to know.
What do I do?
First, you go out and find out how and when this report is to be sent.
And thus putting a stop to the unfair toll tax imposed by Bucks County officials. Will you read back that entire last part, please?
Your Excellency will remember that with your permission and approval, I plan to build a new wagon road through the mountains, bypassing Bucks County, and thus putting a stop to the unfair toll tax imposed by Bucks County officials.
Although every effort was made to keep this project secret, our supply wagons were attacked on the way to camp.
Take the coal oil in the other wagon. Bring him over here. We'll blast him out of there. Get another one. Shoot a hole in it. That did it.
Fortunately, Zorro was able to drive off the remaining outlaws. But our wagons and supplies were lost. Tired?
Not a bit.
This disaster left us in a bad way financially. But Caleb Baldwin agreed to back our project with the resources of his gold mine. Miss Wells arranged to bring out Baldwin's ore by pack train. But Boyd trailed her to the mine.
Tie her up, too. Get that rope on her. Hold it.
Boyd escaped, and we were unable to pick up his trail. However, we were now free to load our pack animals and run the ore through. The sale of the gold enabled us to buy new supplies and get the road work underway. Well, that tells most of the story.
You going to send this report in tonight?
Yes, but it'll be a dangerous job. I think Zorro had better be the messenger.
Hotel boy.
Just change this last line. I'll sign it when I get back. I'm going to the kitchen to speak to Pancho. He's out cold. Now Zorro can ride.
It's Zorro. Shoot to kill. He's hit. Now we'll get that report he's carrying. shoot to kill. He's hit. Now we'll get that report he's carrying. Now we'll see who Zorro is. It's Leach.
You were right, Jeff. They were all set to ambush Zorro.
I'll take the report to the governor. See you at the store when I get back.
Good luck.
The governor was impressed with my report. He plans to ask the legislature to authorize the formation of state rangers with power to go into any county and enforce the law.
Oh, that's fine, Jeff.
Good boy. Now we'll have those rascals on the run.
Well, it's not so simple as that, Daniels. You see, the governor can't present the bill without supporting evidence. He wants me to get affidavits from every citizen who has suffered at the hands of Box County officials.
I'll be the first to sign one. That gang has cost me plenty. How about you, Stockton?
Not me. I've had enough trouble. And I tell you that any man who tries to buck that crowd is taking his life in his own hands.
Are you still willing to sign, Daniels?
Yes, sirree.
Good. Kate, will you make up a list of the citizens I should see while I draw up some affidavit forms?
Oh, I sure will.
And I'll help her.
Well, thanks.
What's up, Judge? Fellow's in the fire now for sure.
Jeff Stewart, I bet.
Yes, he's had an affidavit signed by the ranchers we've had to discipline a little when they wouldn't pay their taxes. And when he gets them, the governor's going to have the legislature pass a bill creating state rangers.
That'll rip our organization all to pieces. We might go to the pen.
Yes, so hang. Where are you going?
I'm going to dry gulch Jeff Stewart.
Sit down. Sit down. Jeff Stewart is too strong with the governor to risk that. It might force the ranger bill through. The chief has a plan to discredit it. Now you get Boyd and tell him that Jeff is headed for Melton's ranch.
That night, more than 100 head of cattle was run off by Boyd and his gang. I recognized them, and my wife did too. Then the judge threw the case out of court. I guess that's all.
Well, that's plenty, Mr. Melton. You stand here, please. Well, thanks. I'm glad for the chance, Mr. Stewart. You've really been a help. Nice-looking horse. Hello, boy. Come on, son. Acts like a killer.
He is. Used to be my best horse. But he got into a patch of loco weed, and he's been crazy ever since.
That's too bad. Well, I've got to be getting along. Good luck. See you later.
Whoa, boy. Quiet down there. Take it easy, boy.
Harkness, Wade, and Melton have signed. When we get through with them, the rest won't dare sign. Take them off the trail and watch them till we get back.
Right.
Take it easy. You ain't going no place.
So it seems. Wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't hungry.
I could go for some grub myself.
Come to think of it, there's a slab of bacon in my saddlebag. You could broil some while we wait.
It's an idea.
How about me? It was my idea, you know, and my bacon.
Swear in court that Jeff Stewart forced you to sign this affidavit at the point of a gun.
I'll do no such thing.
You change your mind.
I think not.
Lift him. Take their guns.
So it looks like we're stumped. The threats and beatings have scared the other ranchers out of signing the affidavits.
It's a shame. The governor needed them to put through your plan to organize the state rangers.
Well, we'll just have to start all over again. And this time I'm going after the man behind the scenes. You see, Boyd, the sheriff, and the judge are just go-betweens, taking their orders from one man. If we find him, we can break up the whole organization.
That's true. The problem is how and where do we begin?
My hunch is in Daniel's store. If you think back, we've talked over all our plans in there, and somehow Boyd and the sheriff always moved one jump ahead of us. So, someone around that store must be in with the crooks. My guess is Thomas, the clerk.
Well, he couldn't be head of the gang.
Perhaps not, but he could be very close to him.
Well, you're probably right. But you haven't any real evidence to prove it.
Well, not yet, but I think I can get some. Remember Cass Green, the registrar you told me about? The one who disappeared after the election in '62?
He's never been heard of since.
Now, suppose Thomas should hear that Green has suddenly turned up with some records that would prove the election a fraud. Then we would be able to go on into...
Hey, Jed.
Hello, Stuart.
Howdy, man. Morning, Kate.
Hello, Jeff.
I've really got something.
What is it?
I found Cass Green, the registrar,
Where?
over in Davis County. And he can give some very interesting testimony about the election in '62.
Wonderful. Well, then you can take him to the governor and get immediate action.
Well, first I must get rid of immunity for him from the governor. He won't say a word until it's done. I'm going to the capital to arrange for it tonight.
But suppose the sheriff or boy...
Don't worry. Green won't come into town. He's spending the night on the living room couch at the ranch. See you tomorrow. been tricked. Good observation, Boyd. Get their guns, Pancho. This proves Thomas is the man we're after. He's the only one who heard the story we made up about Green.
Then Thomas may expect a visit from Zorro, huh?
He usually works on the books at night. He's probably still in the store. Are you ready, Pancho?
Si, Senor Zorro.
What's up, Boyd?
That Cass Green deal was a frame-up.
What do you mean? We acted on Thomas's information.
Green was never there. Jeff Stewart used the idea as bait to get us out to the ranch.
It's mighty strange. He must have had something up his sleeve.
Yeah, he did.
Wait a minute. The whole idea was a trap to flush out Thomas. Jeff used that Green story to see if anything would be done about it.
And we went for it hook, line, and sinker.
I'll get in touch with the chief. You tell Thomas to get out of town right away.
Right.
Get your coat on, Thomas. You're coming with me.
What for? I've got no business with you.
No? Possibly you can explain how Boyd came to look for Cass Green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll see about that. Hurry up.
Zorro's inside. I got him trapped. Keep him pinned in. I'll get the deputies to surround the building. You take that side, you take the front, and I'll be around back. Zorro, he got by me.
how we can get him out of here. The wagon.
Now, give me a match.
Wait a minute.
Thanks, Kate.
Right, good luck.
have you been here?
Why, just a minute or two.
Did Thomas tell you anything?
No. He was dead when I came in.
Are you sure he didn't say anything?
But Thomas worked for me over 12 years.
Well, who did it?
Zorro. And I'm arresting you for helping him escape.
Oh, not so fast, Sheriff. Kate can't be implicated.
Zorro killed Thomas. She helped him escape. I saw it myself.
Oh, Sheriff, I'll go her bail.
Ain't no bail set yet. That's up to the judge.
Well, don't worry, Kate. I'll help you.
Don't be a fool. She's guilty, she's guilty.
Oh, I can't believe it.
As the sheriff said, that's up to the judge. Miss Wells, it is my painful duty to order you held for trial as an accessory after the fact for the murder of George Thomas. Take her away.
Well, will you set bail? Mr. Daniel said he would go my bond.
Oh, he did? Well,
Just a minute, Judge.
this is a serious charge. You're to be held without bail.
But you said that.
Never mind what I said. Remove the prisoner and see if she talks to no one. Clear the court. Clear the court.
What's up?
I don't know. This note from the chief, he said that boy... Well, the chief certainly put me in an awkward position. After all, I am the county judge.
If the chief hadn't put you in an awkward position, you'd most likely be in jail by morning. Thomas's records are missing.
No.
Yes, the record of how much money we've been making from taxes, tolls, raids, everything. And also who got it.
If those records ever fall into the hands of the state authorities, that'll be the end of it.
Kate was alone with Thomas after he was shot, and the chief figures she found the records and hid them. We got into the store during the night and searched the place, but we couldn't find them.
She knows where they are, and she'll tell Jeff the first chance she gets.
She won't get a chance. Chief wants her kept locked up until tonight, then I'm to make her tell where they are. As soon as the chief gets the records, Kate is going to try to break out of jail. And you, unfortunately, will have to shoot her. Is that clear?
Yeah, and I don't like it.
I don't like it either, but that's the only way out. Now, you be mighty sure that Jeff doesn't get a chance to talk to her.
He won't.
Did you see Senorita Kate?
No, the sheriff wouldn't let me near her. You see, she's held without bail, and even her attorney can't talk with her.
Why?
I do not know, senor, unless...
Unless she's found out something that will show off these Box County crooks. I believe it was evidence she found and hid in Daniel's store. You see, Boyd and his men tore the place apart the other night looking for something. Maybe they found it. No. Otherwise, Kate would be allowed bail. Or at least I could see her.
It's too bad you can't see her.
Maybe I can, Pancho. Maybe I can manage to get a few words with her.
They are hot tamales.
So, 5 centavos, paisa. Tamale, senor?
All right, give me one.
Bueno. Gracias y buena suerte. Good luck, senor. Ah, prisoner.
Tamale, senorita? He's very hot tamale.
Yes, I'll take one.
Mil gracias, señorita. Adiós y vaya con Dios.
Hey, you. Come here. That tamale. Very bad.
must have been an old horse.
Oh, senor, these meat. She's no good.
Toss it over here and keep your hands up. Take this to the chief. Then go to the jail and take care of the girl. She hid it, so she must know what's in it. Get his gun. Now, Mr. Zorro, we'll see who you are.
What's wrong?
Zorro, he heard me tell Forney to get the girl. He's probably headed for the jail now.
Zorro's raiding the jail. Hold it. Hurry, Kate. Get back. Try to get it out. Jail is on fire.
Yeah.
I reckon that's the last we'll see of our friend Zorro. get it out. Jail is on fire.
Yeah.
Let's try to get out through the cell.
I reckon that's the last we'll see of our friend Zorro.
Form a posse. Go after him. Keep going. What's the idea? I got a hunch I know where they're heading for. Come on.
Good ride, boy.
He looks kind of hot. I'll walk him around a little bit and cool him off.
Good idea, thanks.
Stand where you are. Get your hands up. I had a hunch that trailing Jeff Stewart would lead me to Zorro. Looks like I guessed right. Get his gun. I'll cut around outside and get him from behind.
I shoot him good.
Very good, Pancho.
Things be much happier now without those two.
But not for long. There'll just be some others taking their places. Unless we can find the man who's really running this outfit.
I have an idea. You remember the trial yesterday? Well, when they were about to set bail, a messenger brought the judge a note which made him change his mind.
Orders from higher up, no doubt.
Of course. And I saw the judge leave the note in the bail bond ledger.
Why, it may still be there. And if it is, the handwriting may give us a lead to our mystery man. Get the buckboard ready. We're going to town pronto.
See.
Here it is.
Hold Kate without bail. Allow no one to contact her. Boyd will explain that she... But this printing won't be so easy to trace. Wait a minute. S.D. Don't you recognize it? It's a tally score that Stockton and Daniels keeps their checker game.
Well, then this must have come from either Stockton or Daniels.
That's right. Listen, I've got an idea. When the judge gets here in the morning... Morning, Judge.
Why, what's the meaning of this?
You'll find out. Keep the law company for a few minutes, Kate.
It'll be a pleasure.
What's new, Jeff?
Hello, Stuart.
You heard about the shooting at the saloon?
Why, no. What happened?
Judge Hyde was shot.
Is he dead?
He's hurt pretty bad, though.
A man ain't safe in this town anymore.
One man especially. The judge was just about to tell who's behind the crooked political setup in this county when he became unconscious.
So, the judge will die and things will go on just like they always have.
Doctor says he'll come around soon. Then we'll get his confession. Might interest you particularly, Stockton.
Meaning what, Stuart?
Meaning that all this crooked business started right after you moved into Box County. While you've been growing rich, everybody else in the county's been going broke.
I've got nothing to hide.
You've hidden behind that kind of talk long enough. Now you'll listen to the other side for a change. Are you coming peaceful?
All right.
Coming, Daniels?
Well, I wouldn't miss it for anything in the world. I'd be right along as soon as I lock up.
Short notice to be leaving town, Daniels.
Well, you don't understand. You see,
It's a little too late for alibis now. Give me that bag.
Mighty fine job, Jeff. Some mighty smart thinking, too. You had me plenty riled up until you took me outside and gave me the lowdown on this skunk.
And the judge confessed everything when Mr. Stockton came in and told him that you'd captured Daniel. He's safe in jail now.
And what happens to my checker-playing partner now?
Oh, we'll find him a nice cell along with his other friends. They can cool his heels until the government can call a special grand jury investigation.
Good going. That still leaves one man unaccounted for. You know, that Zorro fellow. What about him?
Oh, I can tell you he's a friend of the people. He'll ride again if they need him.